Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome to Romanizer, which is an historic Roman management game, and it seemed like a good game to play because as this video goes out, I will be preparing for a trip to Rome itself. That's this year's big family holiday. We're all going to Rome, we're going to look around the Colosseum and visit the Pantheon and do all the other classic touristy things that tourists will do in Rome. So yes, it seemed like the right thing to do to play a Roman themed game, given that I will be in Rome, and this game is about trying to get the Goddess Cybele accepted into the Roman pantheon, which is quite a tricky thing. The Romans aren't overly open to adding new gods and goddesses into their pantheon. It's quite a difficult thing, so we have to be diplomatic and charming and take advantage of events and all that kind of stuff in order to get our way and be successful. Now, just before we begin, I think it is worth pointing out that this game is free, entirely free on Steam, which is excellent. I like that. Free is a good price. So, do you know what? Here we go. Let's get on with it, shall we? Time to play a bit of Romanizer for free and get all Roman. 204 BCE. The Romans are losing a war against Carthage. The oracles are calling for the addition of a new goddess into the Roman pantheon. Her name is Cybele. They send forth a fleet to bring her back from Phrygia. Okay, so our goddess, Cybele, is just kind of hanging out over here in Phrygia, and we've gone over in some boats to pick her up, which I will admit is a little bit surprising, because I would have thought, given that she is a goddess, she could have made the journey from here to here all on her own, using, god powers. She could have teleported or flown or whatever, but no, apparently we need to go and pick her up in some boats on our sort of exciting goddess boat taxi service. But okay, fine, we'll go and pick her up, that's all good. You are now champion Cybele to be accepted by the Roman population. Okay, I shall give it a very good go. No guarantees or anything, but I shall try my very best. Okay, oh, right, okay, there is an angry chap just there. He does not look very impressed. This is Juvenal, the Guardian of Virtues. My name is Juvenal, and I am the poet representing senators. We are very displeased. Oh dear, look at that. Very displeased is all in caps and in bold. Okay, they're not happy. We are very displeased with the arrival of Cybele. You should seek to pass some reforms to assuage the Senate. Okay, right, how do we pass reforms? If you're representing senators, can you help us with that? That sounds like a sort of a senatorial thing to do. Okay, so how do we pass reforms? Okay, right, benefactions. What is this bar across the top? That looks a little bit like a timeline to me. I think that's a timeline of some kind. We have got a number of these little sort of blue icons, whatever they might be. And then above some of those, there are little lightning bolts, which can't be a good thing, can it? That can't be a good sign. I'm going to assume that's a timeline. And as we carry out various actions and do various things, this bit here, this sort of boxed bit, is going to move along. So hang on, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I assume we've got 14 actions, sort of 14 things to do to try to get people to welcome Cybele into the Pantheon. That is what I think we've got going on here. I'm willing and expecting to be corrected, but I think that's kind of it. Okay. So, benefactions over here. Let's go and click that because there is nothing else to click on. Okay, food donations, voting for reforms. Oh, okay, faces appear on that one. Theatrical performances, gladiatorial combat, and crafting idols. Okay, so all these sort of other ones are greyed out apart from voting for reforms, which is what Chappie told us to do. Okay, so if we vote for reforms, it looks like it's going to make him happy, so the senators happy, but whoever this guy is going to be a little bit grumpy about it, but not to the point, he's got 2 green pluses. He's only got 1 minus, sort of red minus, so he's going to be a bit disgruntled. But Chappie, who spoke to us just now, is going to be incredibly happy if we vote for reforms. Okay, what does that do? Oh, that takes us back there. Okay, I mean, I think, given that that's the only thing that's not sort of, it's not greyed out, let's go for that. So let's vote for some reforms. Oh, hello, there is the Oracle, a Sibylline priestess. Hi there. Every move you make requires some time elapsing on the freeze. Okay, so that's that thing at the top. Be cautious, as some take more time than others. Okay, so we're going to see this, I assume, sort of filling up as we make our actions. Okay, that's fine. The freeze also indicates when the next discontent poet will come. Oh, it's a person type shape, look. That's their head, and that's like a body and a toga, and they've just sort of got, I don't know, wibbly circles coming out of their head, like circles of annoyance if they're discontent. Okay, so each of these represents a discontent poet. Okay, it looks like we are going to be annoying a lot of poets during our time, and when the next crisis in Roman history will occur. Oh, that's when the lightning bolts are. Okay, so we've got, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Roman crises. Okay, good grief, that doesn't sound good, does it? Speaking of which, it would behoove you... Oh, that's a very exciting turn of phrase. You don't see that very often. That's everyone's challenge today. Go and use the word behoove in everyday conversation. That's very exciting. It will behoove you to use my divination powers to know which segment of the population will be affected by the next crisis. Okay, right. So the crisis here, but we're all the way over here. I don't know how far away that is. I'm not quite sure. Are these... Hang on a minute, hang on. Oh, I see, right. So we've got ourselves a sort of a block of 3 things here. So there's the event with the poet, so we have to deal with that. And then there are 2 other things that we can do. And then there's another poet and 2 things, and there's a poet and some sort of crisis and 2 things. Okay, right, so this thing here, look, is going to fill up that sort of middle block there. Okay, so we shall go and visit the oracle. Okay, hi there, we're back. The buzzing of revolt shall roar through households and enliven the debates of the sages. Okay, right, so households and sages. So now we have to go back to benefactions by the look of it. Okay, right, so food donations, theatrical performances, gladiatorial combat and crafting idols are now lit up, and voting for reforms is now greyed out. Okay, so what do all of these do? So it said something about debate will rage through households. So do we want to make households happy, possibly? Which one of these is that, though? Food donations? Yeah, that's going to make the senator guy a bit grumpy that we spoke to. But this guy here is going to be completely delighted if we do food donations. That is going to make that guy happy. That guy was a bit glum, I think, on the reforms thing. But this guy is going to be a bit cross. Gladiatorial combat makes that person happy with the little sort of laurel wreath in their hair, and this person sad. And the crafting idols makes that person happy and that person sad, and that's that person there. I don't know. Which one do we do? Is there a clue? Do we get a clue as to what we should do? I don't think we do. I don't know which of these are just sort of regular households, but I'm going to assume that food donations would be quite a good thing. So I'm going to press the food donations button and hope everything is good. Okay, so yeah, let's go and do some food donations. This should make the people a little less angry. Okay, right, so have I got to remember those sort of icons? So, okay, so that guy that we just helped out there, that was the people. So we know the little picture for the people, and we know the picture for the kind of the Senate poet person. Okay, so hopefully the people can be a little bit less angry because they've got some lovely food. Right, okay, and we moved on to the next kind of block over here. Lucretius, a dreamy philosopher. Okay, my philosopher friends and I do not like Cybele. In fact, I'm not the only poet who dislikes her. You should ask my colleagues what they think. Okay, can I do that? The poets. Right, so now we can go and chat to some poets. Okay, right, let's go and have a little chat with some Roman poets. Hello there. Martial. Okay, right, these are representing the different things. These are the pictures on this thing. So Martial is just for the people. Juvenal is for the Senate. Lucretius is the, philosophers. Virgil, I assume, is going to be some sort of noble. They look a bit sort of, yeah, they've got a nice sort of very angular nose going on. They're little sort of laurel wreath in their head. They look all fancy. So I assume you're like the nobles or something. And I don't know who you are, Ovid. I do apologise. But okay, right, so if we chat, does it take up an entire thing? If we talk to them? Let's chat with you. We shall chat with you because, no, hang on, chat with you because we just did a food thing that made you happy. Okay, hello there. People really love this goddess. She's bringing them only good things. He. Okay, so the people like this goddess. So the people like Cybele. Juvenal isn't so first, I don't think. I don't so much dislike Cybele, she just doesn't matter much to me. Okay, so he's not too first. Lucretius, okay, right, very angry. Those philosophers who tried to write about Cybele have produced very poor literature. So he's not so much angry about Cybele herself, just more about the poetry that's been made about her. Okay, right, got some Vogons on the go. Virgil, epic poet of the armies. I don't have an opinion. Oh, thank you. That was really helpful. And then Ovid, I wish Cybele had never come to Rome. The lover's protector. Crikeys. Okay. Right, I've chatted to you all. I don't know how helpful that was, I'll be honest, but okay. Okay, right. So now what do we need to do? I've got all these things and now they're all available. Okay. Right. So who do we need to keep happy? We need to make him happy, the philosopher guy, because they were a bit grumpy. They were quite cross with Cybele. So if we do that, that's you, isn't it? That's the philosopher man. That's the top guy. Yeah, okay, so it's in order of their sort of appearance on here, isn't it? So yes. So we shall do some theatrical performances. Let's go and put on a show. And yeah, Chappie here can hopefully be a bit happy about that. Philosopher should be content for now. Okay, right, we are muddling through. Okay, so tick that. Right, now I've got another slot just here. Okay, so we can't do that anymore. Yeah, okay, so we can't do the same thing in the same little kind of block of time. Right, okay, that's fine. And then, I think, what do we go for now? That annoyed that guy, didn't it? So maybe, do we do some gladiatorial combat? Just to... No, he wasn't that bothered though, was he? He was like, yeah, I'm not so fussed. But then I suppose we do want to get him on side. So do we go, yes, look at this. We're doing gladiatorial combat. Yes, you like us now. Go with Cybele. She's great. Let's do that. We shall do some gladiatorial combat. This should at least appease the soldiers a little bit. Right, okay. So that person there is all to do with soldiers. Okay, here's an event. Here is an event. 133 BCE. The tribune Tiberius Gracchus has been assassinated. We mourn he who attempted to bring fairness to the distribution of the land and food in Rome. Okay, so the philosophers and the people are very, very unhappy, but the Senate are quite jolly, which makes me think that possibly the Senate were somehow linked to this, but okay, right. Cybele has nothing worthy to offer our philosophers. She won't let us think properly. You should focus more. Focus more. The gods are powerful. You could plead with them in order to please our entire population. Okay. Oh, okay. Miracle. Now all the things are greyed out, so we have to click on this. You were lucky. The gods have answered your beckoning call this time, but it may not always be the case. They are unpredictable. Okay, that doesn't really help very much, but okay. Oh, we've gone through an entire thing there, look. Okay, Cybele, she's neither good nor bad, nor really interesting. Okay, so he's now no longer furious with Cybele. He's just kind of a bit, whatever, it's all fine. Right. Okay, so we can consult with the poets. Oh, hang on, do we need to go and chat to the oracle about the upcoming crisis? That might be a good idea, mightn't it? Yeah, we've got 3 things to do. Okay, so what is happening in terms of the crisis? The sword shall be covered with rust, and the lovers shall find closed doors. Okay, so green and yellow are going to struggle. Okay, so green is swords, and yellow is like sort of the lovers. I don't know, is there a Roman person in charge of stalk letter writing? Evidently there is. Okay, so those 2 at the end are not going to have a fun time. I think then, let's do this again. Let's make them very happy. So if we go to here, look, and do gladiatorial combat, that's going to make the soldiers happy. And then we'll use our other point to do crafting idols to then make the sort of whatever he's in charge of, the lovers or whatever it is, happy as well. However, though, the people are very, very glum, aren't they? The people are very sad because of the assassination attempt. So maybe we should do food donations to make the people happy and then pick one of these. Okay, we'll do that. So food donations, the people are going to be less angry. That is good. And then we haven't done crafting idols yet. So let's go and do that one, shall we? I think that should placate the lovers, but I don't know if that will be enough. No, neither do I, but we will find out. Okay, the next thing. 67 BCE. Land in sight. The great Pompey will finally rid us of the Mediterranean piracy. The Senate gives him all the power he needs to achieve his goal. Okay, so yes, the two at the end there have indeed been hit quite hard. Okay, so I think maybe we need to get these two back on board, because they're not having a fun time. I don't care much for Oriental mythology. Okay. Great, thank you for that fact. I'm not really that fussed about celery, to be honest, but okay, thank you for sharing. Right. Do we need to get it? There's a crisis coming now? I know the crisis we just saw. Okay, yes. So it was these two, was it? Yeah. So now do we need to placate those? I think we might need to do that. Okay, so let's do some gladiatorial combat. So that appeases the soldiers. We shall do some crafting idols. So the lovers are now placated from the thing that just happened. And then let's also do this. Let's do theatrical performances and try and get the other chappies on side, the philosophers. We'll do that as well. They should be content for now. Okay, everybody's all very content. I feel like there might be another thing across the end here. Is there going to be another thing? Oriental gods don't matter much to me. Why are you telling me these things? Why are you telling me these facts? Am I supposed to know what to do with these? Okay, Oracle. Hints about the upcoming crisis. The good people shall no longer be good enough. Right, so that's all about the people. So I think let's go and chat with the poets. And I think we can chat to all of them now. So, Oriental gods don't matter much. Cybele, I had to pay attention to her activities. It's none of my business. Lucretius isn't bothered either. Virgil, never heard of her. Ovid, Cybele is an immense inspiration of my love poems. She's awesome. Okay. One of our 5 people here quite like Cybele, and the others are just not bothered. Okay. I think if the people are going to suffer at this point, we do some food donations right now to make the people less angry, because some bad stuff is going to happen at this point. Okay, right. Bad stuff is happening. 63 BCE. Catiline's coup attempt has failed thanks to the consul Cicero. It looks like his long and boring speeches were good for something in the end. Okay. Right, so somebody was doing a very long, boring speech, and yeah, people couldn't do a coup because he was just talking too much. Okay, no, that's fine. I quite like that. So yeah, the people are very grumpy, but the philosophers are now a bit happier. Okay, anytime I mention Cybele in my poetry, people hate my writing. Okay, we need to, satisfy the entire population. 30% chance that it works, but everybody is going to be very happy. Okay, and it had a, what was it? Was it a 4-turn cooldown? So we could try 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe... Do we do it? I mean, do we do it now? And if we do it now, we get a chance to give it a go again. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be it. If we might as well do it now and then do it around there. Okay, do you know what? We are going to try for a miracle. 30% chance that it works. Let's give it a go. The gods remain silent. Okay, no luck this time, botherations. Okay, so on to here. But I think... we're okay. Honestly, I've never met anyone who likes Cybele. Well, you're just grumpy, aren't you? Go and talk to the guy in yellow. The lover dude. he likes her. He's fine. Okay. Hints about the upcoming crisis. Yes. That might be handy. And then we can take action beforehand. Okay, what's coming up? Oh, crikey. Politics, spirit and love shall see their lights dimming. Okay, that's 3 of them. Politics, spirit, and love. We can only do 2. So let's do politics. We shall vote for some reforms. Okay, so let's hope that's enough to please the senators. And, okay, he's already quite happy with Cybele. Cybele. So I think we don't do him. I think let's get the philosopher on side. There we go. They should be content for now. Right, okay, on to the next crisis. 49 BCE, General Julius Caesar completely loses his mind as he and his army cross the Rubicon River. Let us hope this will not trigger a civil war. Okay, I suspect it might do. At the end here, look, at the end of the whole sort of timeline, there is one final, I assume, big cataclysmic event of some kind. Is that like a great big war or something? My Roman history is a little bit rusty around the edges, so something must happen here. I mean, yeah, is that the collapse of the empire or something? I do not know. But okay. Right, so yes. You were happy, the army were happy, but most of the people were a bit glum. Okay. I've never met anyone like Cybele. Oh dear. We're not having a good time with this, are we? Right. Let's find out right now about the upcoming crisis. Because the crisis has just happened on this one, hasn't it? So let's find out about the next one, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns to work it out. Workers and sages shall feel left out. Okay, we've got 5 turns, so why don't we just do each thing? Let's just do that one. Okay, the people less angry. Then vote for reforms. Okay, that can please the senators. Then somebody's going to turn up and be cross at us. Hello there. Cybele the Phrygian is perverting our youth. A little bit of reform wouldn't hurt. Okay, we are on it. We're trying to work on these things. Then we're going to do that one. Okay, philosophers content. Gladiatorial combat, do that one. Appease the soldiers. And then do the one at the bottom. So if my calculations are correct in regard to the amount of little pluses and minuses, everybody should be up 1 plus. So everyone should be a little bit more sort of amiable toward Cybele, possibly, if we do that. I think that should placate the lovers. Right, okay, on to the next event. 27 CE. Following a fire on the Calian Hill, maybe Calian, senators have decided to replace the shabby houses and inhabitants with gardens and villas. Okay, nice. But the people weren't happy about that, and neither were the philosophers. Okay, so we need to placate those guys now. The Romans reject the values and rituals introduced by Cybele. Emperors punish those who worship her. The goddess is forgotten and no one worships her in Rome. Oh, we didn't even get through to the end. It went so badly wrong. Okay, do you know what? No, now we know what we're doing. Let's go again. Okay, right, this is fine. Yep, hello there. Right, so I think now we've got to follow the kind of tutorial bit, but okay. There we go. Yep, hi there, Oracle. Yep, we know what's going on. We shall go to here. Yep, buzzing a revolt through households. So, yeah, at that point, the households are going to be hit. So we'll do that, and that's going to make the people less angry. Okay, then we go to the next thing. You don't like Cybele. Yep, okay, fine. There's our philosopher buddy. And now we can go and chat to the poets. Okay. And we can see what's going on. So yeah, she's big with the people. That's fine. She's sort of ambivalent to the senators. Philosophers don't like her. The army people never heard of her, and the lovers are really quite cross with her. Okay, but that was like a free thing. So now we've got 2 more goes. So we could do that one again. We could do that one to make the people really, really like her, because the people are going to get hit just here at some point. So we'll do that and go like that, so the people are less angry. And then we will go for, let's go for the philosophers. There we go. Right. So now we go to here. It's going to be a crisis. Yep, so the assassination one. Okay, so now we need to, yes, the people have been here, as have the philosophers. Senators are up. Okay. That's fine. Oriental philosophy is bad for Rome. We are coming together to reject Cybele. Okay, that's a different message to last time. The gods are powerful. You could plead with them. Okay, right, now we're going to do that. So it's like a forced miracle, if you like. And it worked. Right, so now they're all happy with her. Okay, this is good. Apart from it says Cybele, who is that? Aren't you supposed to make everybody like us? Is that not what's supposed to happen? Okay, how about then? How about we go for another theatrical performance? Okay, so philosophers, and then do the lovers at the end there. Okay, right, we'll see what that does. Oh, we've got another one. Oh, okay, do the top one again. Let's make the people like us a bit more. Okay, so on to the next. Oh, it's a different thing. It's a different event. Oh, I thought they were all going to be the same thing. Spartacus, the contemptible slave, has dared start a revolt against our beloved Rome. Oh dear. Which one is Spartacus? I think they're all Spartacus. But not to worry, our great Pompey will crucify a handful to quell the uprising. Okay, so the people and the soldiers. Okay, right. So immediately, let's go and work on those guys. So, soldiers, gladiatorial combat, yes, and the people. Okay, we shall do that as well. And then we'll do... Well, let's do you guys. Do the philosophers. And then we've got 3 more, look. Onto this next block here. So you want Cybele out of our beautiful Rome. Okay, so do more gladiatorial combat. That should help out a bit. Don't know, do we go for the people again? Go for the people. And then go for the senators. Let's see if that works. Okay, so on to the next thing. Another crisis is coming our way. Okay, right, so yeah, boring speeches. Well, and that chappie talking too much. The people are down, but the philosophers are up. Okay. Oh, Cybele the Phrygian is perverting our youth. Oh, you said that before. A bit of reform wouldn't hurt. We could go for a miracle. Oh, 50%. Satisfy the entire population. 50% chance. Do you know what? It's the toss of a coin, isn't it? Let's give it a go. And it didn't work. Botherations. That was 3 chances we had there. Okay, right. Yep. So you want some reforms. We can do that. That's okay. And then we'll do the top one because they suffered a bit. And then we will do... Which one do we do? The lovers. Let's do that one. Okay. So now we go on to the next thing. We're not using the Oracle at the minute. Julius Caesar enters the Roman Dairy Hall of Fame. Dairy? The Roman Dairy Hall of Fame. As the Senate finds he has about as many holes as Swiss cheese. Oh, I see. I thought it was like the Roman Diary. But no, it is the Roman Dairy Hall of Fame because I'm making a Swiss cheese that's got holes in joke. Okay. Nevertheless, his murderers will be sought and arrested. Okay, so military and the people are not very happy. Okay, we've got to go and do this again. Right, so military, try to make them happy, and those guys make them happy. And then Senate, also get the Senate up. And then we're going to go to here, and then we will do it again. Okay, so he's not happy, so do that again to appease the soldiers. And then we will do... Maybe we do... No, the philosopher's going to upset the soldiers, and they're already cross. We'll go there, we'll do the reform thing, and then we'll go there for the people. Okay, right, let's see what happens now. This is where we got to last time, I think. Okay, right, fire on the hill, and... Okay, so the people and the philosophers are cross. Okay, philosophers try to out Cybele. I produce very poor literature. However, we're not out. Okay, so, philosophers, there we go, and... the people. Splendid. Okay. And then maybe... What have we got? 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 more things. So we could do one of each, look. We could just go, yep, senators, that's fine. Somebody's going to come along and shout at us a bit. Yeah, there we go. Oriental philosophy is bad. Right, so philosophers, get them on board. And then do the military. That'll appease the soldiers. And then... Which one do we do? They suffered before, didn't they? So the people again. Okay, so are we going to get through to the next thing? Are we looking okay? Following the mysterious sinking of her ship, the Emperor's mother Agrippina is once again struck with bad luck. She's murdered in her own home by soldiers sent by her son Nero. Okay, is that Nero? Was Nero that... I'm going to assume from that picture Nero was the one who wasn't entirely sound of mind. Okay. So, yeah, people, philosophers, oh, and the lovers. Okay, they took a bit of a hit. So, people, philosophers, lovers. Okay, we're still in the game. We are still in the game. Okay, so, people, yes, do that. Philosophers, yes. And then, the lovers took a big hit there, didn't they? Okay, so like that. Here we go. We're on the final stretch. Okay, he's not happy, but we'll do that one for those guys. Because they took a bit of a hit before. So placate the lovers. Then placate the fighty people. There we go. So appease the soldiers. And then... I don't know which one to do. This is our final thing. This is the final thing we can do. How about we appease the regular people. I do like the fact that you can't see what your standings are with them. You kind of have to sort of, either work it out. You could, I suppose, sit there and tally it all up and work it all out, but that would sort of ruin the fun, I think. You kind of got to sort of keep it in your mind somehow. We'll go for that one, for the people. Make the people less angry. Okay. Oh, it's Pompeii is the big final thing, is it? Okay, the city of Pompeii was swallowed in the eruption of Vesuvius. According to eyewitness testimony, that big black cloud looked so nice, we just had to let him in. Okay, right, and it looks like maybe we did the right thing in trying to appease the people, because they took a bit of a knock, as did the soldiers, as did the lovers. But are we okay? This is the question. We're going to press this button and see what happened. Victory! The servants of Cybele are increasingly well regarded. They become more acceptable, less offensive, and cause the Romans to question their values. But this is only part of the story. If you want to know more... If I want to know more, what, play again? Oh no, that's the same kind of a thing. Oh, I thought maybe it might sort of, it might tell us something new. But no, we're just going to go on back in again. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. I think we can go back to the menu. Let's go back to the menu. Oh, by the way, well done to all those people that made the game. Because, yeah, a game for free is brilliant. I like that. I think it was made, if I recall correctly, it was made as part of some sort of challenge a few years back, I think it was. Yeah, it was one of these games which is put together as part of like a competition, I think. And it won something. I think, was it 2021, 22-ish possibly? But yeah, so well done to those people who made this game. Because, yeah, do you know what, that was really quite good fun for a little smaller game with not, loads of fancy concepts to it, but, something with a bit of a challenge. That was really quite enjoyable. That was a lot of fun, and it was a little bit educational too. We found out about certain events happening in Roman history and various other bits and bobs, so, yeah, that was very enjoyable in a surprising kind of a way. I also do like, by the way, that the sort of, I'm going to say lion... The creature here is sort of, if you squint your eyes a little bit, in shades of Geek Cupboard corporate colours. This is a sort of a yellowy colour, and this is a kind of blue colour, so it's sort of Geek Cupboard corporate colours-ish, sort of, kind of, which I do quite like. But that was quite a lot of fun. I like that. I think, I didn't quite realise what we had to do initially. It took that first run to sort of properly work out what was going on in my brain, and then the second run, we could try and balance people's opinions a little bit more and try and get it sorted. But yeah, some stuff we didn't use, and we didn't really have the luck when we came to the gods, did we? I think we tried twice with 2 attempts of our own attempts, not the ones that the game makes you do, but 2 of our own attempts to do a little bit of sort of asking for help from the gods, and neither worked. So we failed a 30% chance and we failed a 50% chance, which was a little bit of a shame because that would have been quite helpful. But do you know what? Never mind. There we go. So we got there in the end. Attempt 1, not quite so great. I'm not really sure which sort of faction it was that tipped the scales against us. It might have been, I'm trying to recall, it was the Reds, wasn't it? It was the people. I think, that just got too low. That event that happened meant that, it was was it 3? Sort of a -3 opinion thing, which I think possibly went below some sort of level, which then says, nope, it's all done, you've been thrown out, that's got too low, the people don't like you. So, first time taken out by the people, I think, but the second time, I think we did all right. I think we did okay. We did some good balancing work. Nobody got too grumpy. And I think, by the end of it, some people did quite like the Goddess Cybele. But there we go. With that done, we shall wrap things up for now. But that was very, very good for free. I still find it amazing that people can make games at all. Like, I wouldn't know what to make this button out of, let alone a game which collates all your responses and has stuff going on in the background and has got people sliding in and out and different conversations and everything else. I don't know how they do it. So the fact they've done it for free is very impressive. So yes, if you would like to have a little go at this yourself, then you can do so, of course. There is a link to the Steam store page in the video description. But yes, I think we shall wrap things up for now. I'm going to go and have a little look around the Pantheon and the Colosseum and all that kind of stuff and have a lovely, lovely time in Rome. And we shall wrap things up here with our look at Romanizer. Hopefully you did enjoy this. If you did, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. Look at Swain's hat! Oh, it's worth it just for the hat. Oh, it's so pointy. Oh my goodness me. Okay, right, we might have to deploy the decency mugs there. Things are going to get a bit weird, everybody. Buckle yourselves in. I am in the throes of ecstasy, aided by a shoe. He's kept his hat on.